It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And here we go from L.A. Brandon Condrington to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. They're led out by one of the faces of this sport, Brock, a one-of-one quarterback who graduated from humble beginnings at Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
First tone of the game for James Cook. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That play good for 17 on a first down.
Kate, if that first play is any indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
He sent a man in motion. On first down, Allen. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills take a 6-0 lead right away. Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Chargers, nothing.
The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Darius Davis to return it. He's brought down just inside the 25. So now we'll get a look at the other offense as the Chargers take the field. They'll be led out by someone known for putting up numbers since he entered the league back in 2020, the Oregon product, Justin Herbert.
The biggest mistake he can make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if it's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they planned for all week long. Play your game and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
Has him on the quick hitter. This one up to about the 27-yard line. And that play cleaned up by Matt Milano.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Throw here, third down. Throwing into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Taylor wrapping to pick that one off. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early running.
Makes the tackle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Left side into the hands of Shakir. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. All set to go now from the 35. First and 10. Here's Allen. He's got this complete to James Cook. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
He will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take a 13-0 lead. Bass on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Bills drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Chargers, nothing.
The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. On the return, here comes Davis. This makes it up to the 25. So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. And I know it's early, Brock, but you can almost feel that they need some points to keep this lead from getting out of control and build up their confidence as well after drive number 1 ended in that interception.
Yeah, totally co-sign that, Kate, every bit of it. It's an early deficit, but there's still a whole lot of game left. You don't need to make up for it right away. You just need to start to see those chains moving.
On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to be good for an LA first down. We've set it down from the 37.
The 37-yard line.
380. Set.
Going to the ground again on first. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. Just couldn't get outside quick enough to take that D-line out of the picture. And one of those guys impressively got on the edge and caught him.
You know what's scary in this game today, Kate? When you watch the combine and you watch these 280-pound DNs that run like 4.6. Yeah. I am really thankful I don't play quarterback in today's game.
Here's Herbert. Snared by his running back. It's Najee Harris. And the defense gets the stop to deny that first down. It's still a very good game. They picked up 12, third and short.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
On 3rd and 1, it's Herbert. This is hauled in by Harris. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Set. 380. Set.
A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Quarterback of his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
59. Set. Kappa. Go.
To the air on 3rd and long. A lot of mess on the move here. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. And for a long time now in the NFL, going back to the 80s even, 4,000 yards has been the threshold that you got to hit to have a truly great year. And with that last completion, he's crossed that mark for the season. Congratulations to him. 1st and 10, Herbert. Into the hands of Gadsden, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bills' 7-yard line.
So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. Our score, 14-0. We're back to SoFi right after this. Chargers ball as we get back for the second, and they are thinking points.
Black 80, black. Hey, easy. Hey, ram.
From the pistol, it's Herbert. Makes the catch. Touchdown, LA. The Chargers start to fight back with their first points of this game. Najee Harris, the touchdown. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Chargers 7. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Cotterington now to return it. Jukes away from one. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Bills and Khalil Shakir headed out on offense now. And he's up over 80 receptions on the season. An impressive number, and it's good enough to sit him among the league's best as well.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Throwing now on first down, Allen. Throwing the out route complete. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
Caught quickly on the slant. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Bills have a first down.
First down, Bills.
Now Allen off the play action. Pass cut, 9-yard line. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
The Bills take a 13-point lead. Extra point up and good from Bass. And the Bills double their lead to 14.
Chargers 7. Jake Bailey.
The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Home troops right. Baylor Tiger. 21. Crowd right. Ready.
Herbert from the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
Couldn't make the connection. Was looking for Lad McConkey. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Well, I'll tell you what that deflection is all about is following the quarterback's eyes. DB knew where that throw was going. With that intuition, he's able to get a hand on it and send it right out of bounds.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll air it out on 3rd. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Couldn't find Rondé Gadsden the second on that throw. And that brings up 4th and long. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. J.K. Scott will kick it away. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. He takes the fair catch at about the 26-yard line. So Coach Sean McDermott sending his Bills offense back to the field. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone, but... Through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
First call here coming from the shotgun. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Downfield, and Shakir has it. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They got 21 yards on the play. Yeah, that's good for a Buffalo first.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big...
Off to the races, middle of the field. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. It's a James Cook touchdown. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger offense making its way to the field. They're down 21 now after that last score and in need of a comeback as we work through this game. Herbert on first down. Gets it downfield, on target to Gadsden. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Set.
From the red zone on 1st. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Najee Harris, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers get it back to a 14-point game.
28, Chargers 14. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Cotterington now to return it. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. The Bills offense all set for their next drive. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on them. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Here he goes again. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills make it a 3-possession game. And that is his 3rd touchdown catch. Certainly enough to call this a very good game for him. And we're still in the opening half, so what else might he accomplish before we're done here? Bass on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills stretch their lead to 21.
Chargers 14.
The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. On the return, here comes Davis. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Herbert. Absolutely fires this one right side. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send him back to the line for 2nd.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Downfield, and he has McConkey. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Throwing on 1st is Herbert. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up 2nd down.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
Motion, reset. Go.
It's Herbert once more. Ooh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Matt Milano in to pick it off. And the Bills are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
And no touchdown here. Just needed a few more, but this one goes out at the 3. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass. to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down. Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More football from SoFi in just a moment. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. Up to the goal line, but he won't reach it. The defense keeps him out and forces 3rd and goal. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Bills continue piling on to this lead.
Chargers 14. Jake Bailey,
the Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. On the return, here comes Davis. And this drive will start inside the 25.
On the return, the Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Set. Hey, Ram.
Check.
Crowd right. Set.
Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. This is thrown towards a defender instead. Man, he's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down. Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. Back to the air, Herbert. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Set.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete. You go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27. The Bills and Khalil Shakir headed out on offense now. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. To the right, pulled in by Palmer. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Not everyone's a fan of the out-of-town scoreboard. We'll keep our focus right here. Let's get back to football with the start of the 2nd half. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. On the return, here comes Davis. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Here come the Chargers for their first drive of the 2nd half. And this has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this 2nd half. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Set.
Play action now for Herbert. He's got Courtney Johnson complete. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
27 yards.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
380. Ray. What is it?
Out of the pistol to get to Harris. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
21. Go.
Herbert now off the play fake. Taking a chance to the end zone. This one is knocked away. A potential touchdown prevented. So now the offense has to make a long walk back to the line for 3rd down.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
380.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Set.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. This is hauled in by Harris. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. This is the type of performance a former quarterback, just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB...
And that is a Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Cotterington now to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Bills and Khalil Shakir headed out on offense now. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Bills have a 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Play action now, Allen. Catch made right side by Coleman. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be 3rd down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Got his man. Shakir has it. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Move the chains. Got to move them chains. Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Straight ahead, here's Cook. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
That's Knox. He's got it. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Buffalo first. Picked up by the Chargers. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
First call here coming from the shotgun. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. He's going to push one deep down the road. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Bills get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble, then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
Has it up to his own 45 on a small gain. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
Allen setting up play action. This one finds the fullback. He gets it up a little shy of midfield. Brought to the ground by Dante Jackson.
A gain of 4.
That's what they call staring down the gun barrel. You know as a quarterback, you're about to get absolutely blasted, but you've got to deliver an accurate throw just like that.
Chargers are going to opt for a 50-B third down. Allen to throw. That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 10.
And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunk of yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Allen gonna throw again. Pulled in by his back. Cook. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
James Cook. It's a gain of 5. Brings
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Bills football, and they can pretty well cruise the rest of the way. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Now Allen off the play action. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainer's headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. Big play sets him up pretty here with 1st and goal from the 5. Working inside the red zone. Screen here for Williams. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. Extra point up and good from Bass. And the Bills grow their lead yet again.
Chargers 21.
The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. On return, here comes Davis. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they have played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, while this drive isn't pertinent to this game maybe anymore, Kate, this drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead.
Herbert on first down. He's going to try another deep one here. They connect on the deep shot. And he takes it down to the 33. They get 37 on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down. Herbert pushing his guys to get set quick. Throwing from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now it's second down.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
Second and 10. Herbert trying again. He finds Johnston. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Hey, Ram. 5-9. Built us up. Baylor Tiger. Baylor.
Now Herbert again. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Homie trips right. Let's go. Tip.
Herbert to throw once more. And this is incomplete. Could have been a touchdown, but all it is now is a third down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
10 yards to go.
Crowd right.
On third down, Herbert. He has it at the 5. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. That is an LA touchdown. The Chargers making the scoreboard look a touch better. Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21.
Chargers 28.
Down by 3 scores, their hand is forced. They're going to try the onside kick here. And the Bills are able to secure this kick. And they take the attempted onside kick all the way back. Touchdown. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this first and 10.
59. Hey, go lion. Ready?
Herbert now, blitz coming. can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up second down.
At the 25-yard line.
Back to the air, Herbert. He beams one deep right side. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. Well, at this point, Brock, the surprise isn't that he nearly threw another interception, right? It's that these guys actually let him off the hook defensively this time by dropping it.
Kate, they let him off the hook. Let him off the hook. And the stat sheet might forget that near interception, but the coaches won't. That's called a turnover-worthy play, and there have been way too many of them.
Here he goes, third and long. Into the hands of Ganson. And they're going to be set up with a first down after a nice gain there as he's down by contact.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Daryl Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Let's go.
First and 10, Herbert. Downfield, and he has McConkey. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
That's another Chargers.
So the big play has them well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30.
Hey, count. Go.
Here's Herbert, first and 10. That one connects. Touchdown, L.A. The Chargers putting up points in a game decided. 3 touchdown catches in one game is rare air, Brock. Safe to say most guys who retire can name every time they did that here in the NFL.
Yeah, I hope he remembers it, but also remember this. Receivers, they're a dependent position. They're dependent on the guys doing their job up front. They're dependent on the quarterback putting it on the spot. And usually, when you reach a milestone like this, you'd love to share it with everybody else. And my guess, especially if they could find a way to win this one, is this receiver will celebrate it with all of his guys.
And the Bills are able to secure this kick.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Williams now on first and 10. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
On second down, a run with Williams. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 5 on that play. Now it's going to be third down and 6.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Allen on third down. So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts. Fourth down, and on comes the former All-Pro Jake Bailey to punt. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Chargers hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Chargers getting set. First and 10.
Set. 380. Set.
Herbert from the gun. He drops it down to Harris. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
Year
First
after
and
year,
10
the best
at the
offenses are
39-yard line.
multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive.
Ray.
First and 10. Here's Herbert. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
380, go.
Second and 10 now. Herbert finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 11.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 40.
On the play fake, it's Herbert. Headed out right. Trying to push deep downfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
380, 380, ready.
Herbert throwing again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Incomplete.
No connection on the last play, and out third down.
Cap, go.
To the air on third and long. And they knock away another one. 3 straight passes, Brock, failing to connect. That brings us to fourth down.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
They've got to go for it in his spot, Brock. This is fourth down. Desperation time here. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
It's a designated keeper for Allen. So it's the Bills who come away with the win. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bills as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.